soundtrack. Sometimes they will be mechanical sounds of loose wires or bolts banging on metal. Other times, they will be more subtle drones and hums. These are the voices of the towers. In the last half hour of the piece, there are no more human voices, while the site is slowly demolished in winter. In this final section, all of the drones you hear are recordings of the towers, and each time a tower falls on the frozen marsh, its recording, or its voice, is first amplified like a dying breath, and then removed from the soundtrack completely. One by one, the drones of the towers will be removed, until you can only hear the single sound of the last one standing. If you are in a cinema or screening room right now, know that there are people very far away, in another part of the world, listening to the same thing you are, but doing so from their home or their car, and picturing the images in the cinema of their mind's eye. For those of you tuning in on the radio, know that there are people gathered together in a large room far away on another part of the planet, having a very different experience of the same thing at the same time. And so relax, and for the next 2 hours, I wish you a good simulcast. May the projection be bright, and may your reception be clear.
Il y a de magnifiques tours illuminées le soir.
Shortwave.
When they turned their salt water tap, they would get the sound of the I think it's amazing.
The sounds were not necessarily clear, but they were clearly voices.
Les canaux d'irrigation que les Acadiens ont construits.
I can tell you that some of the supply voltages are on the order of 14,000 volts.
Les ondes courtes de Radio-Canada couvrent la moitié du globe.
And here I am on the other side of the world, connected.
Well, it was quite exciting. This was the first tower that went up was CBA, and it was I think 480 feet. They broadcast almost all over the world. Well, it was kind of a fun place to work. There was always music, and whatever program was on. I'm 98 years old. I went to work on the CBC in 1946, and I married one of the operators in 1950. And when he came home one day with an RF burn on his hand because he was doing something out of one of the switch boxes out underneath the towers. So it was hazardous. One of the things that you had to do when you were acting as a guide to take people through the plant was to hold a fluorescent light in front of the transmitter and it would light up. So that just went to show what the radiation was. It was interesting that so many of them died of cancer, whether it was brought on by radiation or chemotherapy. Who's to know? There was a farm opposite the radio station, and I often wondered how these people, if they were exposed to the radiation as well. And I don't know about the cows, if they kept on giving milk that wasn't radioactive.
The site at Sackville was chosen because of the ground characteristics for shortwave broadcast. The salt marsh created an excellent place to broadcast from, and we broadcast to a number of locations around the world. The primary locations were in Africa. When it was first set up, the site, we broadcast to Germany, to Asia, and after a period of time, we started broadcasting to the U.S., to Central America, to South America, and I think for a period of time in the past, we broadcast to Australia. Basically, we could broadcast anywhere we wanted to the world just by selecting the antenna and the amount of power and the frequency that we used.
I lived in Kuala Lumpur for a year, and Kuala Lumpur is exactly on the opposite side of the world from where I was living at the time, which was in Calgary. So 12 hours away. So when I would get up 6 o'clock in the morning in Kuala Lumpur, turn on my shortwave radio to CBC, and here's my old friend Bob Oxley reading the 6 p.m. news, 6 a.m. for me in Southeast Asia, 6 p.m. in Canada, and the marvel of feeling that I was there on the other side of the world, and I had a strange feeling of, I got my arms around this world, I know what's going on here, and there was just a sense of some amazing connection with CBC, back to Canada, and with the marvel of being so far away and yet feeling so close to what was still going on here. I just get a little warm spot in my chest as I think of that experience in that time.
C'est surtout une nouvelle internationale, c'est une nouvelle du Canada à travers le monde. Pour montrer aux auditeurs qu'est-ce qui se passe au Canada. Quelle sorte de culture on a? Où est-ce qu'on se tient au niveau de l'international et de notre réputation dans les différentes nations du monde et ainsi de suite? On veut faire connaître par les ondes courtes le Canada tel qu'il est.
You know, I used to listen to the shortwave radios when I was a little boy. My father was in the military, and we were out posted in Germany, Baden-Baden. And I remember as a little boy, my parents would turn on shortwave radio and listen to the news and stuff like that from Canada, and the hockey game and stuff like that, and the scores or what have you. And when I was in the military, I used to listen to shortwave radio as well.